Yeah, bang bang well. Yeah, after Nicky's done what he's done to me, yeah, and all that. I'm looking for him, but not as I say looking for him to come looking for me because he's done what he's done. He's put me in hospital, so now I've got to be aware that he's going to come try and finish me off as such because that's what he is. So now, really, I'm not looking for him to have a row with him. I'm looking for him because I know he's going to come back on me. You know, amount of times that I beat this guy up is unbelievable. But this last time, he really done me in. He really hurt me. Yeah. So I'm down by Acton Park. You know, Acton Park there, and I'm walking through Acton Park where I used to live, Churchville Road that way. But as I'm walking through the park, and the Nicky Smith with a couple of other guys, yeah, and he's sitting on the bench. Now I'm walking up from Uxbridge Road to Churchville Road for the park, yeah? And I'm thinking, when I used to live at the top of the rock, top there, just outside the park. And I see him on the bench with his mates, and I thought, no. I can't walk by him. He's going to kick off here. You know what I mean? He's spotted me. He's going to kick off here. So I thought, I've got to face it. There's no point in turning around and going back. You know what I mean? So I'm walking up towards him, and he jumps up and he runs. And when Nicky runs, you know he's running to get something to come back and bash me. He can't fight me with my fist or smash him to pieces, right? So he's going to go get something. Now I'm going to go get something, but this time, right, he's come unstuck because my old house is opposite the park. He's run through the park, going towards the Acton Central Station, and he's going back down the yards and all round there so he can get something, a shovel or whatever's going to down there. It's all the blacksmiths where I used to work and all this down there. But I live where I live, and I know around my back garden, right, it used to be rakes, forks, knives, not bayonets in the shed and everything, yeah? So I'm running in there and I picked this great big crowbar up, but not big, it was about 4 foot, yeah? And it was like, I don't know what that'll do, a crowbar, right? And Nicky come up with the same sort of thing, crowbar, yeah? But bigger than mine, thicker than mine, and he wanted it bad, yeah? So me and him now, this is like, you're gonna die, you know what I mean? These are crowbars, these ain't little tweaks, these are bars, you know? Anyone gets a hit with this bar, it's gonna be all over, you know what I mean? So I've got this bar, he's got this bar, and I'm saying to him, listen, trying to talk sense to him. I said, don't you think this is stupid? We're going to kill each other here, mate. And the way he talks, he was going, yeah, whatever. Come on, let's fucking go for it, right? And he swung the bar at me, and I whack, and I hit him right on the side of the shoulder, and he dropped the bar on the floor, right? And he went to pick it up, and I just kicked him in the face, yeah? Threw my bar away, and now we've got no bars. He's on the floor. I picked him up, mate. I must have hit him, I don't know, 10 times. Fucking, I smashed him to pieces. I smashed him so much, mate, that I swear to God, that I thought to myself, he's never, ever going to come back for more, Nicky. He's just going to leave it at that, yeah? People that know Nicky, or on my channel, they know exactly what he's like, yeah? Mad as they come. I left him. Smashed to pieces. I went home, actually, I went home to my mum's house and went, what? I've always said this before. I'm walking down Acton High Street. This is like 3, 4 weeks later. He's got a mini miner, a Morris Minor fucking thing, right? I'm walking. He comes at me like a raving, like a nutcase in a car, yeah? He comes at me and he knocks me up in the air, what, I don't know, 5 foot, 6 foot, up in the air with a mini miner. I go on the floor, right, and he wants to kill me now, mate. He's reversed the mini miner up and he wants to come at me again. Right, God, God saved God saved my life that day, yeah. I don't know, I got myself up, yeah. I got myself up and darted into the pub opposite, yeah. Darted into there, run out the back, jumped over the wall. Now, don't forget I've been hit by a car. I jumped, listen, I'm not a coward, mate. I can't fight him in a car, you know what I mean? And I don't know what he's got. He could have a gun. He could have, and there's no way can I fight him like that. Yeah. So I've gone in the pub, out the back, over the wall, right away long, right away to the top where I used to live, Churchill Road, but at the top of Churchill Road. I run straight on past the church, bump, 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 come out by Horn Lane, right? And now I'm going to make my way home because I'm being hit by a car, but my adrenaline has kept me in my like together. You know what I mean? And I'm running and walking, running and walking around the back. So if I see him, I can dart off. Yeah. And what happens? And I see him. Yeah. And I see him. I think, here we go, mate. I picked up a bench. A bench. I picked this bench up, mate, and I smashed it through the car window for the windscreen. Picked this big bench up, chucked it through his windscreen. He smashed the car to pieces, mate. He was in hospital for fucking ever. Well, not forever, but he was in the hospital for ages. I nearly killed him. I nearly killed him. The chair went for the metal chair, went through the window. The car smashed to pieces through the wall. He couldn't get out. He was just smashed to pieces. You know what I mean? He was in hospital forever, mate. And since that time, me and Nicky, I never ever had a fight since. Yeah, the only time I seen Nicky, right, was in the scrubs. I was coming down, and he was walking up, and he see me, and I see him. I think he was doing a life sentence for murder or something. I can't remember now. But he was walking up. I was all for a bag. What I don't know, it was shotgun and shooting old Bill or whatever. But he got a big bit of bird. I was coming down. I was nearly finished my sentence. I had about 3 years yet left. I think he had 14 years, 15 years to do. I'm walking down. He's walking up, and I see him, and he's seen me, and I laughed, man. I went, "All right, Nick." And he come over to me and he cuddled me. He went, "Me and you were fucking nuts cases. Why are we like that, mate? This is all over a woman. All over a woman, mate. All over his bird. All over his bird because I took her out and I shouldn't have took her out. It's his bird. But we do them things. But I didn't think that them consequences would be like that, yeah? But he just looked at me, mate, and said, "Come here, you." And we had a bit of a cuddle. He's only little. He's about 5'7", and I'm 6 foot, massive, and he ain't that big. What's he? 5'7", what? 11 stone. But this guy is a raving lunatic, mate. I've seen him fight many a people, mate, and he don't give a monkey's. He's Irish. He's as nutty as they come. I see him fight outside. I see him fight outside the Anchor years ago. Bert's his name. I forget his name. Bertie something. And this guy was going to bash Nicky up with a baseball bat. He went to hit Nicky with it. Nicky moved out of the way. The baseball bat hit the floor. As he hit the floor, Nicky hit it with his leg, picked the baseball bat up, and nearly killed the geezer. And he smashed. It wouldn't stop hitting him with the baseball bat. It wouldn't be the fact that all this guy's mates on the demolition, they work for Brayford, yeah, Dave Brayford, come over and helped him out, yeah. Yeah, Nicky, mate, mad. And they're now telling me that I went to go and see him, yeah, for me and him to do a podcast together. I've been told that he lives in Slough. I've been told that he's gone a bit dimension, and someone said that he's had a big operation on his skull, and he's got half his skull's missing. He's in a bad way, mate. And you know what I mean? And you never know unless half his skull's missing. Something like something with an hatchet or something. You don't know, you know. But he was an absolute lunatic. You know what I mean? And he's someone that me and him have had about, I don't know, 15 fights. Yeah, man. About 15 fights. The first fight we ever had was in the private youth centre, and I was training, and I was been talking to his bird, and this and the other, and someone told me that someone wants to see me downstairs. I went, yeah. I went, tell him to go away. He said, it's Nicky Smith. I went, just tell him to behave himself and go away. I alert him when I see him, tell him to fuck off, yeah. I went down there, I couldn't see him. He come from nowhere down these stairs and done me with a big Guinness bottle. Big, massive, gives me big Guinness bottles. done me with that, knocked me sparko, and just booted me 4 or 5 times, hit me with a chair, and all that. You know what I mean? And then went. The people at the youth centre, private youth centre, the people that are there just said they're going to call the police. He went, yeah, left me on the floor, smashed to pieces. I didn't say nothing to the police. They said I don't know who it was. And then from that day, me and Nicky have had fucking so many fights. And I should say out of 15 fights, I should say 13 of them fights or 12 of them fights, I've knocked him out. Yeah, I used to knock him out all the time. We used to have a fight, proper fight, and kicking and biting and bars, big fucking bars across the head and bits of wood across the head, lead across the head and all that I've had, and I still knocked him out, yeah, and he still comes back for more. That geezer's so game, and I've got to say it. When I see him in the scrubs and he cuddled me, it was like a relief. It was the biggest relief that I've ever had. You know what I mean? It was like, oh mate, I just felt so finished. I went, yeah, mate, this is all finished now. No more of it. You know what I mean? It's all finished. The end of it. The end of all the aggro. But, mate, us men will muck about with other people's birds, and we shouldn't do it. And I did it, and I got some consequences there, mate. He didn't give in. He just went to kill me, and I went to kill him. Well, I didn't go to kill him. I just defended myself all the time, but he'd never give in. So really, the only way he could have beat Nicky was put him in a pine box. That's the only way. And well, I didn't do that. But he could have put me in a pine box. Anyway, bang bang roll. Please press the like button, subscribe. Nice.